let me know when you're ready. Ready?
Yeah.
Up goes the weasel. Tomorrow, tomorrow, and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day to the last syllable of recorded time. And all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Our out, brief candle. Life's but a walking shadow. A poor player who, maybe we should get out here, struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is no more. Life is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. God lives not in the noise of preachers, ministers, theologians, and priests' tongues. There is no way to God through verbal noise of any kind, for God's meeting place with you is in your heart. In a still, small voice God speaks. When you really hear, you will be still. Hey, can we get anything over there in that section over there with his stick?
I'm just going up to see Dante for a little while.
What?
I'm going up to see Dante for a little while. Dad. Nice.
Yeah, you're welcome, man.
That's what I think, but you know,
I hear much talk of God in the world today. And just what shall I say of God, who is the Holy One in very truth? Think it's loud enough?
Yeah,
Should we start from the beginning all over?
if you want.
Starting now, are we?
Sure.
Business. Tomorrow, tomorrow, and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day to the last syllable of recorded time, and all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Our out, brief candle. Life's but a walking shadow, a poor player who struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is no more. Life is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Let's go over there in the center. To speak to you of being. Just what is it to be? To be is to be wise, though not a stranger to the foolish. It is to be strong, but not to the undoing of the weak. To play with young children, not as fathers and mothers, but rather as playmates who would learn their game. To be simple and guileless with old men and women, and to sit with them in the shade of the ancient oak trees, though you are still walking with spring. To seek a poet, though he may live beyond the 7 rivers, and to be at peace in their presence, nothing wanting, nothing doubting, and with no question upon your lips. To know that the saint and the sinner are twin brothers, whose father is our gracious King, and that the one was born with the moment before the other, therefore we regard him as the crown prince. To follow beauty, even when she shall lead you to the verge of the precipice, and though she is winged and you are wingless, and though she shall pass beyond the verge, follow her, for where beauty is not, there is nothing. To be a garden without walls, a vineyard without a guardian, and a treasure house forever open to the passers-by. To be robbed, cheated, deceived, or yes, misled, entrapped, and then mocked, yet with it all to look down from the height of your larger self and smile, knowing that there is a spring that will come to your garden to dance in your leaves, and an autumn to ripen your grapes, knowing that if one of your windows is open to the east, you shall never be empty, knowing that all those condemned as wrongdoers and robbers, cheaters and deceivers, are your brothers and sisters in need, and that you are perchance all of these in the eyes of the blessed inhabitants of the city invisible above this city. And now to you also, whose hands fashion and find all things that are needful for the comfort of our days and our nights. To be is to be a weaver with seeing fingers, a builder who is mindful of light and space, to be a plowman and feel that you're hiding a treasure with every seed you sow, to be a fisherman and a hunter with a pity for the fish and the beast, yet a still greater pity for the hunger and the need of man and woman, and above all, I say this, I would have you partners, each and every one, to the purpose of every man and woman, for only so shall you attain your own good purpose. My dear friends, be bold just as well as meek. Be spacious and not confined. And until my final hour and yours, be indeed your greater self. And now the time has come for us to part. You shall go your way and I shall go mine. And though vast seas and great distances of land may separate us, still we shall be together upon our journey to the holy mountain. But before we go our severed and separate ways, I would give to you of the gleaning and the wisdom of my heart. Tell a lovely truth in little words, but never an ugly truth in any words. Tell the young lady whose hair shines in the sun that she is the daughter of the morning. And if you shall behold the blind and sightless, say not to them that they are one with night. Listen to the singers sing their song as you would listen to the birds singing. But if you should hear the critic and the fault finder speak, I'll be just as deaf as your own bones, and as distant as your own imagination, as your vastest imagination. Now I would have you know this of me, I teach not only silence, but just as well a song that is not too loud. Not yielding, but understanding with a smile upon your lips. I teach you your God selves, which contains this entire universe and every being in it. Hey, what did I do with that? What did I do with that? I got all them copies in there.
Yeah.
Hey, film this, I'm going to tell these little girls a poem.
Alright.
You want to do the DVD? I'm going to recite some of their poem.
I'm sorry?
Would you like to hear a little poem? A wise old owl who lived in an oak. The more he saw, the less he spoke. The less he spoke, the more he heard. Now wasn't that a wise old bird? It was, it was. Here's one. Bless your soul. May the bird of paradise fly up your nose. May an elephant bless your toes. When you live long enough to go any place you please without any clothes.
Thank you.
There's a spot up here too. You probably want to turn it off now, right?
Let's keep rolling.
I had those little kids, that's a good poem for them little kids, but he got in the way. Didn't he? Blocked the shot of the kids, didn't he?
Oh, not so much. We'll see how it turns out.
What are you laughing about? A wise old owl who lived in an oak. The more he saw, the less he spoke. The less he spoke, the more he heard. Now, wasn't that a wise old bird?
Did you say hello?
Did you hear that? Yeah, I'll let him listen to it again. A wise old owl who lived in an oak. That's good. A wise old owl who lived in an oak. The more he saw, the less he spoke. The less he spoke, the more he heard. Now, wasn't that a wise old bird?
Was it? Can you say yeah?
Aye.
You can say bye.
get in between here by this red brick thing. Get on me now, I'm gonna holler something. Bless your souls, may the bird of paradise fly up your nose. May an elephant caress your toes. May you live long enough to go any place you please without any clothes. Bless your souls, may the bird of paradise fly up your nose. May an elephant caress your toes. May you live long enough to go any place you please without any clothes. Good time. We can go over here if you want to.
Okay.
Down there and
We can do it wherever you want.
fantastic. Do a little marriage ceremony. Let me know when you're ready.
Anytime.
You were born together, and together you shall be forevermore. You shall be together when the white wings of death scatter your days. Oh yes, you shall be together even in the silent memory of God. But let there be spaces in your togetherness, and let the winds of the heavens dance between you. Love one another, but make not a bond of love. Let it rather be a moving sea between the shores of your souls. Fill each other's cup, but drink not from one cup. Give one another of your bread, but eat not from the same loaf. Sing and dance together and be joyous. But let each one of you be alone, even as the strings of a stringed instrument are alone, though they quiver with the same music. Give your hearts, but not into each other's keeping, for only the hand of life can contain your hearts. Stand together, yet not too near together, for the pillar of the temple stands apart, and the oak tree and the elm grow not in each other's shadow. I'm tight today, I don't know why. I'm going to move him. Say 2 or 3. Get those kids in it too. When I get now who lived in the oak, the more he saw, the less he spoke. The less he spoke, the more he heard. Now wasn't that a wise old bird?
And I would not snitch on the guy.
Nobody.
So, So, Rick,
bless your soul. May the bird of paradise fly up your nose. May an elephant caress your toes. May you live long enough to go any place you please without any clothes.
I will take that thing all the way to Detroit. It was a bandit. So,
those are good. Those are always good in kids. I got a phone. A wise old owl who lived in an oak. The more he saw, the less he spoke. The less he spoke, the more he heard. Now wasn't that a wise old bird?
Stop it.
Come on. Bro.
Oh, shit. I'm Reverend Friendly, the judge for Christian Reverend
sure.
What should I do for him? Wouldn't he?
What is this for?
Well, I'm, here, I'll show you.
Oh, he's holding okra. That's the main goal.
He's hoping what?
For Oprah?
He wants to be on Oprah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Oprah, huh? Hi, Oprah.
You're out in the town and you go to the hill every on Monday night, Tuesday night. I'll be there for a couple hours and a half.
Cafe Babu, huh? Oh, I might be going to a birthday party this night, but if I don't, maybe I'll come.
I was at your home.
Okay. Yeah.
Not conventional religion, it's very spiritual.
Okay.
Not preaching the sermon.
Okay, I can recite you a poem too. After.
I give eloquent spiritual discourse. It is as much delight that I speak to you today concerning life, the brotherhood and sisterhood of life. The universal God is one, yet it is more than one. All things are God, all things are one. And by the sweet breath of God, all life is bound in one. So if you touch a fiber of a living thing, you send a thrill from center to the outer bounds of life. Now the bird sings out its song for us, and we vibrate in unison to help it sing. The ant constructs its home, the bee its sheltering comb, the spider weaves its web, and flowers breathe to them power in their sweet perfume that gives them strength to toil. Now man and woman and birds and beasts and creeping things are deities, gods made flesh. And except for survival, and only then with the greatest reverence, how dare we humans kill anything? But it's cruelty that makes the world go wrong. And when we learn that when we harm a living thing, we harm ourselves, we surely will not kill or cause a thing that God has made to suffer pain. Now the question may be arising in your minds, who is this God you talk about? Who are its churches, its temples, and its shrines? And I must reply, well, the God I speak about is omnipresent and everywhere. He cannot be surrounded by walls, encompassed by borders or boundaries of any kind. It seems to me that almost all, if not all peoples, worship God as one. They do not all see God as light. Some see the Holy One as the God of might, others as the God of thought, still others as the God of wisdom and love. And all religions are different tribes of the same God, and they all call God by different names. The Chinese call the divine principle of the universe the Tao, which means the way. The Hindus have various names for God, all kinds of gods. The Hebrews call God Jehovah and some Yahweh. The Buddhists don't even have a name for God. The Spirit's present, but there's no name for God. The Christians say God, Lord, Jesus, the Holy Spirit. The Muslims worship Allah. The American Indians call God Big Holy. But everywhere on this grand, majestic, unfathomable planet Earth, which we humans are turning into a lugubrious, sad and gloomy ball, everywhere God is the beginningless and endless, causeless cause, the rootless root from which all things have sprung. And of this you can be sure. God lives not in the noise of preachers, ministers, priests and theologians' tongues. There is no way to God through verbal noise of any kind, including mind. For God's meeting place with you is in your heart. In a still, small voice God speaks, and when you really hear, you will be still. And if anyone should care to ask me, teach us to know the Holy One who speaks within our hearts in a still, small voice, then my answer is that in the strictest sense, no mortal being, however holy, can teach you to know the Holy One who speaks within your hearts in a still, small voice. But Gautama Buddha, Jesus Christ, Muhammad, Ramakrishna, the great Hindu saint, and Black Elk would have been contemporaries and met. They couldn't tell each other how they became enlightened. How the hell are they going to tell us? You have to do that for yourself. Becoming acquainted with the beautiful person you already are, the God self. Then you no longer lie, steal, cheat, deceive, or slander. If you're filled with love, integrity, and a pure heart, speak the truth. Now of this too you can be sure, absolutely sure, The Holy One cannot be seen with mortal eyes. But in God's image you were made. When you look into the face of one another, you are looking at the image of the God who dwells within your heart. When you honor one another, you honor God. And what you do for one another, you do for God. And you should always bear in mind that when you harm in thought or word or deed another one, you do a wrong to God. So if you would serve the God who dwells within your heart, just serve your neighbor, your relative, or your best friend. And those who are not your neighbor, your relative, or your best friend, the stranger who knocks at your door, your worst enemy who seeks to do you harm. Assist the poor and help the weak. Do harm to none, and never wish for that which is not yours. And with your tongue, the Holy One will speak, and will smile behind your tears, to light your countenance with joy, and fill your heart with peace. And in conclusion, from my own experience, which is by far the greatest teacher there is, no question about that, I wandered here and there and everywhere, searching for God, but all the while the Holy One was in my own dwelling. Go where you may go, all over the face of this earth, till you find God in your own heart. Your whole life will be meaningless. So, do you want to recite a poem?
Sure. Do you want me to recite a poem for you too?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna read it though. I don't know it by heart.
You're doing the movies. Your boy's blowing that horn, ain't they? I bet you they can't do it as good as the Aborigines, though, can they? Huh?
I'm not sure.
Come from?
I don't know.
Is that
I think so.
those what do they call them now?
Didgeridoo.
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 They come from the Aborigines in Australia. Did you ever read that book?
That's the case that I'm going to be renting on my
What's that? The people that are abnormal. My people.
You ready? Not ringing any bells.
The Aborigines.
Okay, I have two for you. They're both by Jalaluddin Muhammad Rumi. Okay, here's the first one. And neither of them have names. They're untitled. I'm starting here, so it's okay. Ready?
Yeah.
I open and fill with love, and other objects evaporate. All the learning in books stays put on the shelf. Poetry, the dear words and images of song, comes down over me like mountain water. And the second one is my very favorite. Any cup I hold fills with wine that lovers drink. Every word I say opens into mystery. Any way I turn, I see brilliance.
Good. You got a great smile.
Thank
Laugh and the world laughs with you. Cry and you cry alone. So if you want to pout, stay at home.
Thank you. Nice to meet you, Reverend Friendly. Have a wonderful day.
You guys.
Bye. Bye-bye.
So I found that somebody took a picture of me for a paper called the Denver Voice. And they got in there. Remember I was talking about God's gang? They got caricatures. Different people from races sitting around me in a circle. Not just around me, I'm in there too, but I found it in the paper in Denver. Bless your souls. May the bird of paradise fly up your nose. May an elephant bless your toes. And may you live long enough to go any place you please without any clothes.
Thank you.
You want to hear a poem?
What?
You want to hear a poem?
I already did, and it was good. Thank you.
See?
Just now you said you gave me the...
Oh, I was going to say it.
Oh, okay. Yes, read us a poem. Or recite a poem.
You may sit by your window, watching the passers-by. You may see a priest and a nun approaching towards your right hand, and a prostitute and a drunkard approaching towards your left hand. You in your innocence, you just might say, how noble are those two, how ignoble are the other two. But if you close your eyes, listen to the stillness of the night, you should hear a voice whispering from heaven. The priest and the nun seek me in prayer, the prostitute and the drunkard seek me in pain, and in my spirit there's a place for all four.
Very nice. Very nice. Yes.
Oh, I don't know.
You make your living. Oh, really? Okay.
You gotta check around with I tell you I have that. Reverend Friendly. Maybe I said you look at a new booth.
Okay, I get the money. Thank you for your poem. I liked it. Well, the other one was good. I liked the other one too.
Poet's death is his life. Night spread its wings over the city. The snow clothed it with a garment. Cold drove men from the marketplaces to take refuge in their dwellings. The wind rose sighing among the houses like a mourner who stands amidst tombstones, lamenting the dead. Now on the outskirts of that city was an old house with crumbling walls upon which the weight of the snows lay, so it was near falling. In the corner of that house, in a broken down bed, lay a dying man who watched the feeble light of a lamp, battling with the darkness. He was a youth in the springtime of life. He knew that the hour of his deliverance from the bonds of existence was at hand. So was he awaiting death's coming. His wan features was the light of hope. A sad smile. Poet he was who had come to rejoice the hearts of free women with his beautiful sayings. Now he lay dying of hunger in the city of the living and the rich. A noble spirit who had descended by the grace of the gods, bring life sweet. Now bidding farewell to our world, for humankind had smiled on that spirit. He was drawing his last breath. There was none by his side save the lamp, which is his companion in his aloneness, and scraps of paper, which were images to his interest. The dying youth gathered together the remnants of his heavy strength. He raised his hands heavenward and moved his withered eyelids, so his departing sight pierced the roof of that broken down hut, so he might look on the stars beyond the clouds. He said, "Come now, fair death, for my spirit yearns toward you. Come near and loosen the fetters of matter, for I am become weary of their dragging. Come then, sweet death, and deliver me from men who reckon me a stranger in their midst, because I did speak the tongue of the angels, the language of humankind. Hasten, the men who forgotten about me and cast me into the corners of forgetfulness, for I coveted not wealth as today, nor profited from him who was weaker than I. Hasten, death, and rescue me." Then at the bedside of that dying youth stood the image of a woman of unearthly beauty. She was clothed in a garment just as white as snow. In her hands was a crown of lilies hanging around. She drew near to him and embraced him, closed his eyes, so he might behold her with the eyes of the spirit. She kissed his lips, a kiss of love, a kiss that left upon his lips a smile of fulfillment. At that moment the hut became empty, save of earthly pieces of paper scattered in dark corners. The ages passed and the people of that city remained in a stupor of ignorance and darkness. When they woke therefrom, their eyes beheld the dawn of knowledge, where they set up in the center of that town a great statue of the Lord, and at an appointed time each year they held a grand festival in his honor. How stupid are men and women.
Can you text us Joe Hill? Yeah.
Take your license away for a long time.
Well, we're going to have to get going and shop soon, but I like this. So this is what you're going to put up here. That's very neat.
Bless your souls. May the bird of paradise fly up your nose. May an elephant caress your toes. May you live long enough to go any place you please without any clothes. Want to slide over here? I got a poem for you. Want to hear a little poem?
Sure.
With eyes newly opened, ears unfamiliar with sound, and minds not yet totally corrupted, today's youth yet has the potential for living a better world. Laugh and the whole world laughs with you, crying you cry alone, so if you want to pout, stay at home. You guys have a nice day.
Thank you. You as well.
Thank you. You want to hear a poem in there?
Maybe a
Got a
little
little
later.
poem for you. A wise old owl who lived in an oak. The more he saw, the less he spoke. The less he spoke, the more he heard. Now, wasn't that a wise old bird? Apparently.
Who's that raspberry beret?
And may an elephant caress your toes. And may you live long enough to go any place you please without any clothes.
Walking area's been here for like what's happening is all
Here we go.
Bless your souls! May the bird of paradise fly up your nose. And may an elephant caress your toes. And may you live long enough to go any place you please without any clothes. How's that sound? Stay at home. That's a good one. Laugh and the whole world laughs with you. Crying you cry alone. So if you want to pout, stay at home. I'm a stranger in this world, and there is a severe solitude and a painful lonesomeness in my exile. I am alone, but in my aloneness I contemplate an unknown and enchanting country. And this meditation fills my dreams with visions of a great and distant land which my eyes have never seen.
Oh, what's up?
Let's ask him the trivia.
Great. Come with me.
Yeah?
You have to try this again, please. How you doing?
So Brian, I was telling Christina how they have these like all over.
David.
What's your name, David?
David.
David?
Yes.
It's better than Dave.
Yeah, I like David.
Most really good names, nicknames don't. Just nicknames.
Favorite beat. Favorite one. They call me crazy.
You meet Dylan here? He's a cameraman. I hear much talk of God in the world today. What shall I say of God, and who is the Holy One in very truth? My friends, think now of a heart that contains all your hearts, a love that encompasses all your loves, a spirit that envelops all your spirits, a voice enfolding all your voices, and a silence deeper than all your silences and timeless. Seek now to perceive in yourself a beauty more enchanting than all things beautiful, a song more vast than all the songs of the sea and the forest, a majesty seated upon a throne to which that configuration of stars you call the Milky Way but a footstool, holding the scepter, the emblem of authority, is the largest constellation of stars in the sky, nothing save the glimmer of dewdrops. You sought always only food and shelter in the trivialities of this world. Seek now one who is not only a personal God, to answer your personal prayers, you are now sheltered and shielded from the elements. If my words are a confusing riddle, then seek nonetheless, that your hearts may be broken, and that your questions may lead you on to love and to wisdom of the Most High, the called God. If you are perplexed in your hearts, so what? Just remember that perplexity is the beginning of wisdom. You would rise in your imagination unto the heavens above. I see I lost him. So you would rise in your imagination unto the heavens above. You consider this a great height. You would pass over the vast sea and claim to be distant. But I say unto you, when you sow a seed in the earth, you reach a greater height. And when you hail the beauty of the morning to your neighbor, you cross a greater sea. Too often you sing God the Infinite, yet you hear not the song. Would that you might listen to the songbirds, to the leaves that forsake the branch, and the wind passes by. Forget not, my friends, the leaves sing only when they are separated from the branch. Again I bid you speak not so freely of God, who is your all, but speak rather and understand one another, a neighbor unto a neighbor, a God unto a God. It's only when you are lost in your smaller selves that you seek the sky which you call God, that you might find paths into your vast selves, the God selves. You might be less idle, take care of your garden and your backyard. My friends, it would be far wiser to speak less of God whom we cannot understand, more of each other whom we may understand. I would have you know we are the breath and fragrance of God. We are God in leaf, in flower, and oftentimes in fruit.
Should we split it? Make me feel like I'm
Makes you feel like what?
You make me feel like I'm tripping. Blow my mind, man.
That's great. That's great.
What? Yeah.
I am a stranger in this world, and there is a severe solitude and a painful lonesomeness in my exile. I am alone, but in my aloneness I contemplate an unknown, enchanting country. This meditation fills my dreams with visions of a great and distant land, which my eyes have never seen. I am a stranger among my people, and I have no friends. When I see a person, I say within myself, who are they? In what manner do I know them, and why are they here, and what law joins me with them? I am a stranger to myself. When I hear my tongue speak, my ears wander over my voice. I see my inner self smile My existence wanders over my substance, while my soul interrogates my heart. But I remain unknown, engulfed by tremendous silence. My thoughts are strangers to my body, and as I stand before the mirror, I see something in my face which my soul does not find, and I find in my eyes what my inner self does not find. When I walk through the streets of the glamorous city, vacant-eyed, the children follow me shouting, "He is a blind man, let us give him a walking stick to feel his way." And when I flee from them, I meet with a group of maidens, and they grasp the edge of my garment, saying, "He is deaf like the rock. Let us feel his heel with the music of love." When I flee from them, a throng of aged people point at me with trembling fingers and say, mockingly, "He is a madman who lost his mind in a world of king and goat." I am a stranger in this world, and I have roamed the universe from end to end, and could not find a place to rest my head. Nor did I know any human I confronted, either an individual who pay apt attention to my mind.
Where'd they go?
When I open my sleepless eyes at dawn, when I open my sleepless eyes at dawn, I find myself in prison, in a dark cave, where the ceiling hangs incense, on the floor called the viper. When I go out to meet the light, the shadow of my body follows me. The shadow of my spirit proceeds me and leads the way to an unknown place, seeking things beyond my understanding, grasping objects that are meaningless to me. At evening time I return and lie upon my bed, made of soft feathers, lined with thorns, and I contemplate and feel the troublesome and happy desires, sense the painful and joyous hopes. At midnight the ghosts of the past ages, the spirits of the forgotten civilization, creep through the crevices of the cave and visit me. I stare at them and they gaze upon me. I talk to them and they answer me, smilingly. Then I endeavor to touch them, but they sift through my fingers, vanish, and this rests upon the lake. I am a stranger in this world and I have roamed the universe. I am a stranger in this world and there is no one in the universe who understands the language I speak. Patterns of bizarre memory remembered come suddenly in my mind and my eyes bring forth clear images and ghosts. I walk in the deserted prairies, watching the streamlets running fast, up and up in the depths of the valleys to the tops of the mountains. I see the naked trees blooming and bearing fruit, shedding their leaves in one instant. And I see the branches falling, and speckled snakes. I see the birds hovering above, singing and wailing, and they stop, opening their wings. On the great maidens with long hair, looking at me from behind luminous and infatuated eyes, smiling at me with full lips soaked with honey, stretching their scented hands towards me. Then they ascend and disappear from my sight like phantoms. Then they ascend and disappear from my sight like phantoms, leaving in the firmament a resounding echo of their taunts and mocking laughter. I'm a stranger in this world. I'm a poet who composes what life proses and composes what life composes. For this reason, I'm a stranger, and I shall remain a stranger until the white and tender wings of time carry me home to my beautiful country. There where light and peace and understanding abide, and will await the other strangers who will be rescued by the friendly trap of time from this narrow, dark world.
Like an MAOI or
The entire universe. Just explain the entire universe.
yeah, like everything,
In
but
like 5 minutes.
yeah, I ain't got no money to buy it.
That's great.
I teach you your God selves, which contains this entire universe and every being in it. Hey, what did I do with that? You see what I did with that? I got all them copies in there.
Yeah.
They film this, I'm going to tell these little girls a poem.
All right.
Yeah, you want to do the DVD? I'm going to recite some of their poem.
I'm sorry?
Would you like to hear a little poem? A wise old owl who lived in an oak. The more he saw, the less he spoke. The less he spoke, the more he heard. Now, wasn't that a wise old bird? It was, it was. Here's one. Bless your soul. May the bird of paradise fly up your nose. May an elephant bless your toes. When you live long enough to go any place you please without any clothes.
Thank you.
There's a spot up here too. You probably want to turn it off now, right?
Let's keep rolling.
I had those little kids, that's a good poem for the little kids, but he got in the way. Didn't he? Blocked the shot of the kids, didn't he?
Oh, not so much. We'll see how it's...
Open rivers, and to be at peace in their presence, nothing wanting, nothing doubting, and with no question upon your lips. To know that the saint and the sinner are twin brothers, whose father is our gracious King, and that the one was born with the moment before the other. Therefore, we regard him as the crown prince. To follow beauty, even when she shall lead you to the verge of the precipice, and though she is winged, and you are wingless, and though she shall pass beyond the verge, follow her, for where beauty is not, there is nothing. To be a garden without walls, a vineyard without a guardian, and a treasure house forever open to the passers-by. To be robbed, cheated, deceived, or yes, misled, entrapped, and then mocked, yet with it all to look down from the height of your larger self and smile. Knowing that there is a spring that will come to your garden to dance in your leaves, and an autumn to ripen your grapes. Knowing that if one of your windows is open to the east, you shall never be empty. Knowing that all those condemned as wrongdoers and robbers, cheaters and deceivers, are your brothers and sisters in need, and that you are perchance all of these in the eyes of the blessed inhabitants of the city invisible above this city. And now to you also, whose hands fashion and find all things that are needful for the comfort of our days and our nights. To be is to be a weaver with seeing fingers, a builder who is mindful of light and space. To be a plowman and feel that you're hiding a treasure with every seed you sow. I hear much talk of God in the world today. Now just what shall I say of God, who is the Holy One in very truth? Think it's loud enough?
Yeah,
Should we start from the beginning all over?
if you want.
Starting now, are we?
Sure.
Business. Tomorrow, tomorrow, and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day to the last syllable of recorded time, and all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Our out, brief candle, life's but a walking shadow, a poor player who struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and it is no more. Life is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Let's go over there in the center. To speak to you of being. Just what is it to be? To be is to be wise, though not a stranger to the foolish. It is to be strong, but not to the undoing of the weak. To play with young children, not as fathers and mothers, but rather as playmates who would learn their game. To be simple and guileless with old men and women, and to sit with them in the shade of the ancient oak trees, though you are still walking with spring. To seek a poet, though he may live beyond the seven. Let me know when you're ready. Ready?
Yeah.
Up goes the weasel. Tomorrow, tomorrow, and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day to the last syllable of recorded time, and all our yesterdays have lighted who fools, the way to dusty death. Out, brief candle. Life's but a walking shadow. A poor player who, maybe we should get out here, stretched and stretched his hour upon the stage, and then is no more. Life is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. God lives not in the noise of preachers, ministers, theologians, and priests' tongues. There is no way to God through verbal noise of any kind. For God's meeting place with you is in your heart. In a still, small voice, God speaks. When you really hear, you will be still. Hey, can we get anything over there in that section over there with his stick?
I'm just going up to see Dante for a little while.
What?
I'm going up to see Dante for a little while. Yeah.
Oh, Dante was doing
Nice. Yeah, you're welcome, man.
So, to be a fisherman and a hunter with a pity for the fish and the beast, yet a still greater pity for the hunger and the need of man and woman. And above all, I say this, I would have you partners, each and every one, to the purpose of every man and woman, for only so shall you attain your own good purpose. My dear friends, be bold just as well as meek. Be spacious and not confined. And until my final hour and yours, be indeed your greater self. And now the time has come for us to part. You shall go your way and I shall go mine. And though vast seas and great distances of land may separate us, still we shall be together upon our journey to the holy mountain. But before we go our severed and separate ways, I would give to you of the gleaning and the wisdom of my heart. Tell a lovely truth in little words, but never an ugly truth in any words. Tell the young lady whose hair shines in the sun that she is the daughter of the morning. And if you shall behold the blind and sightless, say not to them that they are one with night. Listen to the singers sing their song as you would listen to the birds singing. But if you should hear the critic and the fault finder speak, I'll be just as deaf as your own bones, and as distant as your own imagination, as your vastest imagination. Now I would have you know this of me, I teach not only silence, but just as well a song that is not too loud. Not yielding, but understanding with a smile upon your lips.